guys, so I'm in my pumping room at work. I know I should be working. No, actually I'm going to be pumping here in just a minute. Candace, this is where a lot of Sawyer's milk is pumped at. So it sees this room, typically before it sees Sawyer. I've never sat in this chair. I normally pump on my couch, and then there's the TV I watch. Golden Girls, reruns, all the way. Anyways, so I found this article on low milk supply, and I know so many people struggle with this. I thought it would be a great idea to make a video on it, hopefully to help a couple people out. I subscribe to Google Alerts and keyword breastfeeding, so every day I get everything that, was on the internet relating to breastfeeding, and I love it. It's like my daily motivation, because it's usually positive breastfeeding information. So this is an article about foods that can help increase your milk supply. Also, what some key factors may be. There's a microwave. I'm trying to see if I have a fro, sorry. The weather here has been on the fritz. So it starts out with a statistic, and I'll put the link to this article in the sidebar, because I found it very informative. Although I've been fortunate enough not to struggle with a low milk supply, it was definitely a concern of mine in the beginning, and a really good friend of mine did struggle with it. So, and some of this I do believe in. Just to start out with like a few statistics, it starts with that 73.9% of all infants in the U.S. were breastfed at least once, which that's really a low number for at least once. That means, that's a huge amount of people that aren't even trying, more than a quarter, which is kind of sad to me. I'm not saying that you have to breastfeed or you have to formula feed or anything like that, but a quarter of people not even trying, that's kind of sad. See, by age 6 months, 43.4% were still breastfeeding. Now that is different from exclusively breastfeeding as in not having solids. That number is like 14%. It's really low. So a couple of key factors that can cause low milk supply are growth spurts, illnesses, stress, and other factors. A low milk supply with a growth spurt is when, the baby's demanding more because they are growing and they need more. I get this question a lot. My baby's nursing all the time. I'm not making enough. No, you might not be making enough, but by your baby nursing all the time, they're stimulating your milk supply. In turn, you're going to have a greater milk supply. So hang in there and just let them nurse to their heart's content. So a couple factors that this article lists are stress, lack of sleep, baby's growth spurts, thyroid or hormonal changes, dehydration, and insufficient calories. The two I think I preach the most are hydration. I don't think people drink enough water in general, especially when they're nursing. I've always got water with me. And then insufficient calories. A lot of moms, and I've seen a lot of moms, and I've had this question a lot, try to diet while they're breastfeeding. I think that's a huge mistake. Why put yourself up for failure? You need those calories for yourself. More importantly, you need them for your baby. So breastfeeding alone burns calories, and why enjoy it? Oh my gosh, I just finished eating a huge piece of chocolate cake. I love breastfeeding. I don't know what I'm going to do when I have to eat like a normal person again. It says in here to add 300 calories per day to cover the needed metabolic changes required to produce enough milk for breastfeeding. So, I don't know. To get to the main point, what foods increase milk production? They have listed asparagus, apricots, green beans, carrots, sweet potatoes, beet greens, watercress, parsley, dandelion greens. And is that seriously like the weed outside? Because I wouldn't eat that. Peas, pecans, oatmeal, and beer, which my really good friend, who may be watching this, hi, beer helped her. Dark beer. She was having like one a night, and she woke up very, very full. So, of course, it says limit it to one, and consult a leche leader, a lactation consultant or a pediatrician before. I know when we were in support group, our lactation consultants recommended having a dark beer if your supply was low. So I've heard it works, and I wouldn't just like go immediately nurse my son, but it's worth a shot. So really in general it says Increase breast milk production from these foods in conjunction with consuming enough water, getting plenty of sleep, reducing stress, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle should stabilize milk supply and provide enough for baby's needs. And then it talks about some natural remedies and then some medical ones. There's, medicine that you could take. I personally don't, you may need it, but my personal belief, and I don't know about all those foods, I know oatmeal and beer are the two that I've heard work. I haven't tried it. Again, I've been fortunate enough not to have to try it, but for my next kid, I'm going to keep this, handy. For me, personally, I notice my supply is up or down depending on what I did the day before. So if I was lazy and tried skipping a pump or delayed it by a couple hours, the next day I'll pump less. Now, if I'm right on the ball and I do exactly what I'm supposed to, and I pump for the full amount of time, the next day I'm very, very full and I produce a lot. So it really just all, I think, it's supply and demand. I think that's a big portion of it. It's like when your baby's frantically nursing all the time, he is creating that demand. In turn, you're going to create that supply. So you really have to stick with it. You can't be lazy. If that means you have to pump every 2 hours, you have to pump every 2 hours. And it sucks. It's hard at times. But I think the reward is definitely worth it. We are right now 2 weeks shy of making it to a year. And I'm proud to say he's never had to have formula. And I'm also proud to say he's never had commercial baby food. That's a side note, though. But I'm very proud to say that he's never had either of those. And both take a lot of work. Both take a lot of time, a lot of dedication. Pain. Breastfeeding can be painful at times. But if you seek help from a lactation consultant, that pain can be fixed easily. So, anyways, let me know if you have any questions. Again, I'll put the link for this article in the sidebar. It is from breastfeeding.sweet101.com. I think that's the address anyways. But, yeah, I thought it was good to know. I get these questions a lot. So let me know if you have any others. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.